So guys, I know a lot of you like videos rather than reading gum from when the numbers work out. This is for the test, and this is really easy to do. So this is your zone 2 or your low intensity test, and zone 2 is a massive range, so don't get too overly hung up. But for the test, we want to use the exact heart rate. So you will need a heart rate monitor, and you will need a bike that calculates in watts. The Concept 2 bike is phenomenal. The watt bike is great. You can also use like an indoor bike connected up to something, anything that has a watts readout that's repeatable, because maybe you move from one bike to another and the thing's a little bit off. So the Mathitone number is 180 minus your age. I'm gonna use 170 because the majority of the people who are gonna do this are doing it because they're not aerobically fit, and it also just makes a better category for most people. So it's just a one test fits all most people. So the 170 is beats per minute. That's what your heart rate monitor will read out, minus your age. So I'm 41, so that would mean the beats that I do not want to go over is 129 beats per minute. So 129 beats per minute is what I don't want to go over. I want to sit in a kind of a range, maybe 5 beats under that. So 125 to 129, not go over that. If I see 130, I need to slow it down and recover my pace. The better your kind of heart function, the quicker you recover. Some people will be like 2-3 minutes recovering to get their heart rate down, and some people will be almost instantaneous when they drop the pace. Next, we have ideal body weight. So the reason I use ideal body weight is because this 1.5 formula of finding out what kind of watts you should be at is a healthy range. It's really generally used for athletes who are already at their ideal body weight or more muscle and less fat. So this 1.5 isn't really beneficial if you're carrying several extra pounds. It will actually skew the numbers, and you should be holding wattage that you just shouldn't possibly hold. So what I use is ideal body weight. There are ideal body weight calculators, but just pick the kind of weight you are. If you're a guy, you can use half your height. Generally, that's a good recommendation. For women, it doesn't quite work like that. For women, you just want to kind of figure out what's your ideal body weight, where would you like to sit. This is all in kilos, by the way. So my ideal body weight is about, it's probably about 85, but I think 90 is cool. So my ideal body weight is 90, and then I want to times that by 1.5. And for me, that is 135 watts. So when I do this test, I want to warm up on the bike, maybe about 5 minutes, just ramping my heart rate up so I hit 129 at least, and maybe I want to hit kind of 130, 140, bring it down, give myself a 2-minute rest, and then I'll set the timer on the bike for say 20 minutes. You can do it over 10 minutes if you're time. 20 minutes, and what I want to do is get straight on, get my heart rate to 129, which should go straight up because I've already warmed up, 129, and then I want to see what my watts are. This is my target. This is not the target watts that you have to hold. And then I see what my watts are. So if I held 129, okay, so if I was holding 20 minutes here at 129 heart rate, then, and say I was holding 100 watts, that was the maximum watts I could hold, I would be 30 points, 35 points under. But on the other hand, if I was holding 150, I would be over, so I'm well past the test. So that's the guide of where you want to be, and how many watts under are you, or how many watts over. So if you're under, you're poor, and if you're up, you get a smiley face. Okay, and that's the test.